Those of you who found this video, you're one of the chosen few who realize what's happening with cryptocurrency and the whole fiat system as we speak. The mainstream media has been diligently working to alter the narrative into absolutely anything but crypto solving the Ponzi scheme that we know as fiat money system. Caspa, as we speak, is overseas working in regions of the globe where they don't have an established banking system set up yet, so their crypto protocol can help entrepreneurs get payments and send payments out, avoiding their native hyperinflation, obscene exchange rates. We're looking at the M2 chart. This shows the total money supply, massive jump up during the printing for lockdowns. And then recently, while the Fed's been raising all these interest rates, this is what's starting to turn the M2 back around, curling to the downside. Many people were projecting that the stock market was going to be experiencing a correction as we speak, but yet it's continued to run to the upside. Now that the M2 is headed back down, it's just a matter of time before this trickles down into the stock market, specifically the banking, mortgage, and REIT sectors of the market. And this is cryptocurrency's chance to shine. We remember the original narrative back in 2008, when the entire Ponzi system was about to collapse. The Lehman Brothers just went out of business. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and the Fed were all sitting in a room, and they came up with the solution that the government was going to inject this Ponzi scheme with a massive wad of taxpayer money that the private sector would then lend out to all these Americans, just keeping the dream alive for a while longer. But exactly like Logan Paul's Zuilla egg NFT scam that you guys might have seen on CoffeeZilla, JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, they're way too smart for that. They're like, we're not going to keep this Ponzi scheme up and running for you. We're just going to cut and run. And almost all of that money that the taxpayers sent to JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, they just turned it into bonuses and took a golden parachute out, because our system is indefinitely getting ready to collapse. And the thing is, the United States dollar is the backbone of the entire world's economy. All the banks over in Europe, they're also based around USD. That's why these emerging markets, specifically in Africa, where they have like boom mining towns showing up, they're kind of wary about investing into the typical banking thing, and they're looking into cryptocurrency as an alternative. Like El Salvador, the island, because it's a closed off economic system like an island, it has a much higher success rate. And everybody who's in El Salvador is having a massive success story. It's almost like the American spirit was captured in a bottle. This Caspa marketing mix shows how the team has allocated both finances and resources into spreading the spirit of financial freedom by making sure that merchants are able to use Caspa to buy and sell their goods and services. Now, there are some more extreme measures that the government is looking at on how to handle this explosion or implosion of the Ponzi scheme we're calling fiat currency. One on hand right now is they're thinking about stealing the Russian treasury bonds that they've invested in the United States economy. That would completely ex-nay the United States as being the world currency and give us an extremely bad name, on top of start a massive war. But BlackRock has an even better idea. On page 83 of the Bitcoin ETF, they can now fork Bitcoin, which would allow them to do airdrops and thus decouple Russia, who, after the Nord Stream 2 pipeline exploded, they took all that energy and became the world's second largest Bitcoin mining powerhouse. They can just get decoupled from their Bitcoin, which would be an underhanded way of the United States to kind of steal money from Russia without defacing their Ponzi scheme. There are even notorious figures who are allegedly trying to depopulate the earth as a plan to kind of avoid this massive catastrophe that is headed. And it will, just like the lockdowns did in third world countries that killed millions of people from starvation and the lack of economy, it will be tenfold that. Worse than the Great Depression when this finally comes into place. And the best solution that we have right now is cryptocurrency. Kaspa's really Bitcoin 2.0. They're both created by Jonathan Saplinski. If you guys want more details on that, check out this video. I'll put a link at the end of this one. Thanks for checking this out, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.